Agni joining us. Now, Gensol Engineering has been in focus for a while now, and Agni has some new details in this entire fiasco.
As you know, there have been media reports floating around which have been saying that Anmol Jaggi had sent out an email to investors of BluSmart, painting out 3 options on how to take the company forward. Now, the email mentioned one of the options as a slump sale of the ride-hailing business to Eversource Capital. However, me and our colleague Tushar, we tracked that Eversource is unlikely to have ever been part of this conversation. In fact, the last time they ever valued Eversource was in the last calendar year, so that's at least 5 months ago. And even then, there was no binding agreement to acquire any of the company's businesses. Also, the PFC's complaint against Gensol at the economic offences wing is likely to have soured sentiments with the other options that Jaggi had put forward to the BluSmart investors. Now, remember, till this point, the entire Gensol BluSmart fiasco was a regulatory problem. Now, with the EOW coming in, it is becoming an executive level problem. So, in essence, a third of BluSmart's fleet is now part of a police investigation, which is something which investors or potential investors are not looking at kindly. So Anmol Jaggi's email then seems to have misled investors into making them believe that the company BluSmart is going to survive and is likely to come out well and good, but as we are bringing you the details, that does not seem to be the case. Now, we have reached out to Eversource and BluSmart for comments on the story, but this is a developing story at this point, so do stay tuned.
Absolutely. Thank you, Agni, for getting us the details. In fact, it's no point taking a view from Gaurang or Brijesh on a counter like this right now. But moving on, let's talk about 2 companies which have announced order wins. One is Ashoka Buildcon and the other one is Suzlon. My colleague Anushi joins us with the details. Anushi, what do the order wins mean for both these companies?
Right, so I'll start off with Ashoka Buildcon first. Now they have received a letter of acceptance award for a 569 crore project from the Central Railway. Now this is pertaining to construction of bridges, minor bridges, along with some miscellaneous civil works that are into play for the company's order consideration that we are seeing. Considering this project size, the order execution is to be executed within the next 913 days itself. Now do note that the company has been in focus on a couple of order wins that we've seen in this last quarter and this recent 2 months period that we are looking at. Order book, if we see as of December 24, that stood at around 16,457 crore. The second stock that I want to talk about is Suzlon Energy. Now this is in focus as the company has received a 378 megawatt of a wind project from NTPC Green. The company is set to supply 120 S144 wind turbine generators for the company, and the project is to be executed in the Gadag region of Karnataka. Now do note that this is the second order that the company has received from NTPC Green Energy in these last 8 months that we are looking at. So these 2 counters in focus on the back of these order wins.
Right, so that's with regards to Suzlon, which is nearly at the day's highest levels, and